Morning everybody, Danny and Wanda back from Pecan Grove. We're out here early this morning, guys. The wind's still blowing and it's still misting. Well, it's light rain. We got to take an opportunity at daylight to run around and check everything just in case we have a problem. First, I want to look at the citrus trees. I want to see how they fared, and then we're going to come back and look at Miss Wanda's cucumber trellis to see if it made it. And then we'll see how the high tunnel made it, and then we're going to just make some runs on the property and see what happens. Well, right here, the what I really thought would be a problem on the front, these citrus trees made it all right. And, oh, I see here we did have one blow off. Yeah, and this is, I thought this is an orange tree. I thought this was a calamandan. This is an orange, because I see our big oranges up yonder.
It's not as heavy as you thought.
Well,
oh, there went an orange.
oh no, don't lose it. Well, and standing the tree up, the orange fell off.
But we still have 2 or 3, at least 3 more.
I see one more.
Here's one.
Okay, 2 more.
And there was one there.
Okay, 3 more. Yeah, there's 3 more.
And one over there. So
this one, we'll take it in and just let it gradually turn if it will. But
now these are canes for
the
blackberries.
The blackberries, it's going to break off if I'm not careful. It got kind of blowed over here.
Prop it up in this
I'm
tree.
gonna prop it back up in the orange tree, or back up on the other old cane there.
And then we have our kumquats are doing amazing.
Yep. All of our lemons fared
all
well. They all
got
did pretty
lemons, good. All in there.
So they're
These
doing
are your
okay.
new trees.
Yeah, the new trees did okay. So that's a good thing. Let's
and
go
then we
check
have
out.
the satsumas are turning.
Yeah, they're bowing over here pretty heavy. I thought, now that's what I thought the storm was going to mess with.
Take, but look, these will in a couple of weeks should be okay. We should be able to pull those off.
Well, I probably don't usually mess with my satsumas till close to Thanksgiving, so. Well, I said this is a calamandan. It's got
see right
big,
here?
It's got something too big on it. Look like for that's out of the
That's
satsuma.
that satsumas. These are
Okay.
small right here.
Yeah, these are the calamandans. Yeah,
and look,
they're starting to bloom again.
look at that. Oh my! But I mean, it's got little ones on it everywhere.
Yep.
All right, the corn pretty much is going to the cows.
Yeah.
You might as well take it to the cows.
The cows will get the corn.
I knew it probably wouldn't make it. The
Carrots are
okay. I have to get the pine cones out every day. And the squash, if we get the corn off of it.
We can do it without damaging it. We'll get it later today.
Yeah.
Let it dry up some today.
But my squash, I think both of those did okay. This corn's got to come out because
Yep,
the wind just got it.
It rattled it.
Get my squash under there, but look at my cucumbers.
The cucumbers didn't blow over.
The bees were in them yesterday, so I'm hoping
They'll probably be back today.
we have some cucumbers, but I'm thankful my cucumbers stayed.
Oh, well.
Not too bad.
Not as bad as I thought it might be, but
A few of them,
like it. But
few of them are on the ground.
yeah, I may have to come back later once it dries up a little bit and see if I can pull these things up and tie something around them.
That's the whole purpose of putting them in the wagon wheels, was so we could tie them together.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any crazy winds. We just had.
It was like 40, 50 mile an hour.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
So this could be tight enough to.
Yeah, we could stand this back up and run a rope around it or something.
Because we only have what? I mean, you see how big these are. These are about ready.
Yeah, they're almost ready to squeeze now. I mean, they're already like 6, 8 feet tall.
So we're not far from squeezing, except you got a few things to do.
Yeah, well, it's got to get a little cooler, but yeah, it definitely.
It just put 1 or 2 down in each one.
Yeah, I think we can probably get those stood back up. Try to wrap a rope around them, you know. See if that'll help, because it makes it hard to mow if you don't.
Yeah.
Then they start putting on roots up on the stalks where they're laying down touching the ground.
Yeah.
They'll start curling up on the end because the sun will start pulling them up. Well, here's a prime example of one blowed down here a while back. Right down on the bottom at these nodes, it'll start putting roots on down there.
That one hadn't yet.
Hadn't quite done it yet, but it will. Oh, man,
Look at the pecan trees.
Yeah, they all fared well.
I don't know if we had any pecans.
I don't know if I had any pecans on the ground, but I hope not. I don't see any out here. Nope, I don't see no pecans. I guess we need to make a trip down and check out the high tunnel, see how it fares. Well, the two small Vego beds out here we had with the peppers and the basils, we were concerned that they were going to blow over and tear up. Well,
Wind's picking up.
Gosh, it's chilly too, and that rain getting on me.
The Deep South ain't used to cool weather, are we?
We're not used to it down here.
You picked my peppers yesterday, so that
yeah,
helped.
I got the heavy peppers off of it yesterday.
But I mean, it's still blooming. These are
right here. I left some of these up under here.
Yeah.
Now that one actually was ready because it's heavy.
Jalapenos, but they're the sweet jalapenos.
Yeah, they don't have the heat to them. They've got the taste.
And we've already moved our chickens, so the pen's empty.
Moved the chickens, took the top off of it because I knew the top would be like a
balloon.
like a parachute. You know, the wind, you just grab it. So I got the chickens out of it and got it moved. We had people said, "Oh, the chickens, you talking about animals, didn't have nothing to do with prepping." Yes, it did. I had to get them out of here and get them up yonder before the storm got here. The top of the high tunnel is covered up pine straw now. Look at them trees high. We probably still got 20, 25 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see what it's like in here. Maybe a little bit warmer.
Go in the high tunnel to get warm.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Not too much different, but it cuts the wind off.
It cuts the wind off of us. Yeah.
It's probably 3 or 4 degrees different.
I tell you what, I believe the plants are going to do better in here because of just the atmosphere feels like it's bigger, don't it?
It feels bigger when you shut it down.
You shut them sides in, it looks a whole lot bigger and your voice echoes more. I know it keeps the bees out of here, but we have, boy.
And I put my DE in here yesterday, so when you see white stuff, it's DE.
That's DE on everything.
I put DE all over the place, so maybe.
Something else has been eaten on them, I can tell you that, because these weren't eat on the other day.
Those were done yesterday, so that's why I put DE everywhere.
Okay. Well,
I think something was coming up out of the ground, or either something in the
all
soil.
the leaves off of all of them, just about.
So we'll see if those come back out. If not, we got to get new ones.
We gotta get. This was an experiment anyway. We was in town and they just happened to be putting out new plants, and I told Wanda, I said, "Well, we'll try it."
Now, talking about volunteers, Danny had 1 come here, 2 over there, and
I don't even know what that is.
we're not sure. And where did we put the other one? Right here. He moved this one here. All those were volunteers. We're not sure what they are.
What they are. They just voluntarily came up. But everything else looks like it's doing pretty fair. These peppers, these have been the most amazing peppers. These things are just trees. I mean,
They're pretty.
They are beautiful.
Blooming. I mean, look at the blooms.
They have blooms on them everywhere. We still got big old peppers I hadn't took off of here yet.
We took several yesterday.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're blooming like crazy.
I just have never had peppers that just grew this prolific. I mean, once we did the soil analysis on these beds and got in there what them plants needed, these things have just gone berserk. I mean, I guess it just goes to prove that once you get your soil like it's supposed to be, everything just benefits from it.
And the grapes are doing really good.
Yep, they're actually...
Once we got the sweet potatoes out of them.
Yeah, they were kind of hindering them pretty bad, so we got them out of there. Now I can do a little bit better job of taking care of them and kind of see where the new vines are at and kind of get them, leaned over.
And this one back here is, you've already got it to the roof up there, up to the poles. So I think it's all looking pretty good, don't you?
I do. I think it's looking good. My banana tree is what I'm impressed with here. I have worked with this one tree right here just to see how I can make it do, and I'm hoping that out of this up here somewhere soon comes a thing with a bloom with some bananas on them, because it's getting where it looks like a giant funnel, don't it?
It does.
I'm hoping there's a.
But it might just be some more leaves.
If it is, it's the biggest leaf I've ever seen.
It
I mean,
is.
look at the guys. A cubit in the Bible is the tip of your finger to your elbow. Now that's for a Mediterranean person whose arms are shorter than mine. But even at that, my arm, the tip of my fingers into my elbow is 19 inches. This leaf is 19 inches wide, and 4 feet long, maybe.
These are the Cavendish, which are supposed to be little bananas,
Supposed to be small,
but the leaves are huge and it's beautiful.
they're beautiful. I mean, I love banana trees.
And this is just going crazy also. I see one turning orange
Yeah, we got
back
one
there.
turning orange. I see that.
So we have a variety of peppers here. Sweet peppers, green bell peppers, orange bell peppers, all of them in this one bed.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that again.
No.
I know they say peppers love to hold hands, but what we've learned out of this is that when you put all your peppers in one spot, it seems to attract more insects by doing that. Where we put the one pepper back here in the back.
There's two in there.
Well, two back there by themselves, we've had almost no insect problems with that whatsoever. These, they was at one point here, I got over 40 tomato worms off of this at one time.
And it was hard to see
Yeah, it was very
because
hard.
of this. I mean, they're all, it's like you could have put two in this bed and then put other plants in there.
Yes, and that's what I'll do from here on out, I believe, is I'll put two, you know, and I believe we can take a better care of them, do a better job of what we're doing. I think it will work better.
Wind's still going.
Oh, that wind's still ferocious out there. We just got to make trips around. I got to check fences, you know.
Animals.
Animals, I got to feed animals, check see if the chickens made it all right. Cows are still in the fields, I hope they are. And no fences tore up, anything like that.
All up here waiting on you. What you doing standing in your thing? Get out.
Boy,
Hey, Candy.
get out the tub.
You're not supposed to be in here. You're supposed to be in the kitty section.
You're supposed to be down there in y'all's little section here. Y'all spent the night in the barn, didn't you?
They said, well, of course.
Y'all didn't get out there in all that bad weather, did you?
Smart cows.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, Candy's just as dry as she can be. All of them.
All of them are.
All of them are dry. Y'all smart, aren't you? Said heck was sleeping in a hurricane. You're a touch wet. You've been out there this morning. Yeah. Ow. Bumped a nose.
You doing this at all? Put that tub up here. You done. You knocked off. Duke is used to rolling the roost.
He said, y'all need to.
He runs from one to the other.
Come on, Shoshana. He's getting you something. Duke says he's gonna come eat with her too.
Them other girls get into you, huh? All right, baby boy, don't you run out of there on me.
He's bringing you something. You gonna eat by yourself
You gonna
today?
eat by yourself today, baby boy? Huh? Hey, little man.
A few of them's decided to get on the roost. I mean, the rooster, of course.
Every one of them. You know what? Something dug in and eat them.
Okay, so we've got something coming in.
Yep. Something dug in the corner right here. That barbed wire up again. They won't let them dig through that barbed wire.
They go to digging, they're going to get into the barbed wire. You just waiting patiently. You got food and water. You want a sweet potato or something, don't you? You'd rather have a sweet potato? We should have brought you a corn stalk. You would have liked that.
Oh, they love them corn stalks now.
Danny may have to bring y'all a corn stalk after a while.
They'd be better with the corn stalks than they would the
Sweet
the
potato?
cows would.
Oh yeah, these things just take 1 or 2 out, or 3 or 4, and bring them.
Looking at the hay, we didn't get all the plastic, didn't get blown off. We had a few like this. We got an oak limb. Actually, the oak limb saved it really. The staple got tore out of it here.
But for the most part, we've got a few more oak limbs down.
Yeah, the oak limbs are down, which is to be expected out of these oak trees.
That's it.
They'll break
When they're really wet and heavy.
this pecan orchard because last year it had all them oak trees growed up in it. The limbs had not had any chance to strengthen themselves against any kind of wind or anything, and it looks like it fared pretty good. Then so we don't have no limbs now. We was worried about this wooden fence that we put across here, that the storm might blow it down, but it hasn't.
Those trees.
That wind's still blowing 20 or 30 miles an hour. So.
But the fence
did fine.
Looks awesome.
Looks awesome right now. Didn't mess with it. Driveway looks kind of rough. The typical storm driveway. All the leaves whipped out of the trees, little sticks everywhere.
But that's okay.
That's fine.
Normal.
That's normal, yeah.
No fence down that we see.
I don't see anything on the fences anywhere.
Vines that's dead hanging down, but nosy.
What happens when them vines fall on these fences? The new vines from the ground start growing up and they got something to hang on to. Next news you know, everything's covered up in vines again.
They won't know what you're doing.
Well, I ain't got no.
You had to have snippers for those.
Yep, I have to have the snippers out for that. The nosy crew is here. Yep, a few of them got blowed off.
We had to check them, let them see if they got close enough.
No,
Let them dry.
pretty heavy, but it hadn't started. I think it's still mighty hard feeling it. Well, I do see some cracks on the seams. Well, I think my knife is in the chop up here.
Watch Nosy come back this way.
Oh, they hear that chain rattling? They'll be
The
up there.
welfare crew's headed this way. Is there green or is it just, yeah, I see green, see?
Yep, the little greens are coming up.
They're starting.
What did I tell you all about that cultipacking?
I see
Look over here.
some green.
Look right here.
This was, what, kale maybe?
This is a kale here. Look at it all out in yonder. You have to suck it up where they can see it, but right there, it's just...
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Now this I planted, this
A couple of days later.
This was planted 2 days later, no cultipacking on this one, and I'm already seeing them.
I see seeds coming up.
I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, but oh yeah, it'll pick it up. They're
and you didn't cultipack.
I didn't cultipack them, I didn't do nothing. I just throwed them on top of the ground because I knew I was right ahead of this rain.
So 2 days, no cultipacking. A week with cultipacking.
With cultipacking. But
so we're going to have some greens if we can keep the deer out.
Keep the deer out. We got to get our fencing and all up. Of course, the nosy crew is, no matter if they hear our voice, they're going to go wherever they hear our voice. Pecans laying on the ground. That's what I was afraid of. All right here. All over the ground. Oh.
This was the heaviest trees.
Yeah. See them laying on the ground out here, right there, over there. I mean, they're just laying out here in this grass. A bunch of them right here. A whole pile of them right here.
Yeah.
Man. Now down here by the water barrel, even right here.
By the water barrel, several.
Yep.
You gonna get in there and get them? There's some by the tree.
No, I'm not worrying. Well, they're all out there in that grass. I'm gonna have to just
see if they dry.
There was just so many.
What? What?
Well, I mean, there's a lot in here. I mean, a lot. Man. I knew it would probably happen.
Miss Candy. They're eating the pecan leaves. Look.
They'll eat them, yeah. Man, all these pecans laying on the ground. They still got another month and a half before they even supposed to be falling. So, I mean, they're very heavy, but I don't know if they'll. I'll leave them laying here, and I'll check them later. But there's several laying here. We'll let them lay out here for a little while, and then we'll see.
That wind's still blowing today.
Oh, it's still.
No rain in it right now.
No, it's a misty rain every now and then, but nothing bad. Well, guys, I'm thankful that everything at Pecan Grove is as good as it is. We'll, could have been worse, I suppose, but right now it looks like everything fared pretty well at Pecan Grove. So, thank you guys for Pecan Grove.